guys, it's your girl Snow White. So glad you're tuning in because I'm finally going to cover the Ceroli event. This is one of my favorite events in Rise of Kingdoms, but it's also one of the worst played events. Why do I say this? Well, because not a lot of people actually know that there is a very simple strategy on defeating each boss in Ceroli. Most people think it's just brute force, but that's not the way. Now, grab some friends, watch this video together so the 5 of you can knock it out of the park. If not, you do a randomly selected match, this guide will still help you win. And hopefully, you get 1 or 2 other people that understand how to play too. So, let's get into Ceroli, boss by boss. Astrid is probably one of the most complicated and disliked bosses in Ceroli. But it's only complicated because people aren't actually reading the screens. The whole game is telling you exactly what to do, but people just don't understand. And they think brute force is the way. Well, that's not the case. I'm going to show you how to easily defeat her with 2 tanks and 3 DPSs. Now, there is other ways to doing it, but in this way, even if your powers are low, you'll defeat her within the 4th turn before she just kills everybody. Tip 1. Before the match starts, ensure that there are actually 2 tanks with the taunt option selected and 3 DPSs. If there isn't, well, I just tend to leave the group and hopefully find another one that does. Tip 2, another thing for when you're pairing, now there is a base power requirement for each level, so hopefully you get some people that are on the higher scheme of that power requirement. What do I mean by that? So if say you're 50 million and you're able to unlock Hell mode, if you're all 50 million, it is a little bit difficult. Not impossible, but difficult. Hopefully you get some people that are a little bit higher powered that can help out. Tip 3 for Astrid, you really don't need a healer. If everyone does their job right, healing's not required. TPS is probably the best way to go as long as you got those 2 tanks. Tip 4, before you start, make sure that you already have your commander's equipment on. Always gotta be fully equipped and never naked. Tip 5, when doing Astrid, try to use your best infantry march. Tip 6, now you've all entered the field and working your way towards Astrid. But don't hit her. Wait until everyone gets into position and that first tank needs to make the first hit. What is the correct position, you ask? Well, quite simple. The DPS can all huddle together in one corner, staying far away from the other 2 tanks. And the other 2 tanks don't need to be next to each other either, because you want to avoid AoE damage all around. Tip 7, and probably the only tip that you really need to care about. Read your screens, guys. In particular, when there's a red arrow above your head telling you to move away from the enemy. There's a reason for that. Astrid will follow you, and if you haven't moved away, the minute it catches up to you, it will debuff everybody, causing massive damage come the next round. That's when you normally see people running around the field like chickens. Now, Astrid will go into a second round, and this second round is the most crucial round because people don't know what to do. It's quite simple. Second tank needs to taunt. As soon as the second tank taunts, the first tank life will be saved because he's the only person that's debuffed. So that first tank will not be taking any more damage from Astrid. All the damage will be focused on the second tank taunting, and since he's not debuffed, he really takes no damage at all. You guys just stay clear of that AoE spray. So to break everything down in simple form, you guys, once you're in position and the first tank hits, everyone else stay far away from any AoE damage because Astrid, as you can see, is targeting that first tank. So that first tank can continuously keep using taunt to grab Astrid's attention, while the rest of you are clear of any AoE damage. Now, assuming that you're not also powerful and you haven't beat Astrid on the second round and you're going into the third round, it's okay, it's just the same cycle again. Third round, first tank taunts again, gets all the damage. Again, another arrow will be dropped on someone's head. Move away from Astrid. As long as no one's debuffed, you can continue on. And then, again, into the fourth round. Switch it up. Now just remember, you only get about 4.5 chances of rounds before Astrid just goes crazy and kills you all instantly. I hope that you can share this video with some of your friends and you can all do it together the way that I've recommended and see how easy it actually is, regardless of your powers. You don't need brute force as long as you have strategy in the game. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Please don't forget to hit subscribe, support your girl Snow White, and I'll see you in my next vid.